Hello friends, welcome back for another update. If you are new around here, my name is Sandy-Kaye. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back for another pregnancy update. It is currently 8:32 p.m. so my kids are in bed. It's a little later than I normally film, but I really wanted to get this one in. We had a big move. We're now in a 3-bedroom home, and we did find out the gender of our baby, which I will tell you at the end of the video. It was kind of funny because I was out for a walk and a boy from church saw me and he said, "You don't have any eyebrows." I was like, yeah, I do have eyebrows, but I fill them in for church on Sundays, so they look a little different right now. So anyway, that was kind of funny. So yeah, here are my natural non-eyebrows. I'm going to be covering week 24. So as of today, it's Saturday, and my turnover day was yesterday on Friday. So I am 25 weeks and 1 day, which just seems crazy. 25 weeks. Let's start off with baby. So baby is the size of an eggplant, measuring in at 13 inches long and 1.5 pounds. This week the baby's startle reflex is starting to occur, so I don't know, sudden movements or a loud sound could possibly startle your baby. Fat is also starting to accumulate, and I feel like going from 11.5 inches last week to 13 inches this week is quite a bit of a jump, and I feel it. I felt a little bit more run down this week. If the baby has hair at this point, you might be able to start to see the texture, which is kind of cool, straight or curly. Let's go ahead and dive into the symptoms I've been experiencing. And one that has been very prevalent this pregnancy, which I have not really had with my other two. This is my 3rd pregnancy. I have a almost 3-year-old son and a 1-year-old daughter. But anyway, I'm putting on mascara and my fingers are tingly. They say it's like the carpal tunnel, and also painting, working on a painting, and my fingers start going numb. Certain exercises, I can't think of it right now. So I was doing one where it's like on my tippy toes on one foot, going down, holding onto a chair, squatting, and then putting my other leg up in the air, if you can kind of imagine that. But my lower leg, that like all the weight was on, starts feeling kind of tingly and weird as well. So that's been a fun new one. In general, I've just been a lot more munchy, wanting more snacks, like some kettle corn popcorn. That's like a healthier version, and it's been in my pantry for so long. I think it's a little stale. I was like eating a bunch of that today. So overall, I'm not necessarily wanting bigger meals, but just wanting to eat more often. So I am probably eating more. So that could be a sign of baby growing. I noticed I was just drained by yesterday, Friday. So we got the text on Sunday and we were asked, do you want to move? The next day, which was Monday. And so from Monday to Thursday, it was just intense, long days. I put in like 12-hour days. Like I'd wake up at 5 a.m. and then wake up or work till 5 p.m. moving heavy loads. And I mean, I didn't have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Like my husband had a friend help move the couch and our exercise bike and stuff, but I did move our mattress up the stairs. And I wonder if I overdid it maybe a little bit, because I felt like some lower middle back like achy discomfort that seemed a little bit worse. Like just moving my legs apart, like walking, shifting, hurt a little bit, but not too bad. It was mostly like rolling over in bed that kind of hurt. So I was like noting to myself, it feels a lot better even today. It was mostly worse yesterday. But yeah, I think I might have overdone it on the lifting, but super exciting that we now have pretty much everything put away. As I was saying, just super tired. I don't know if it's just because of the move, but I'm sure pregnancy has to play a role in that, and with baby just gaining weight and fat and everything and growing in height, I feel like that could honestly be zapping my energy as well. This week I've had a very itchy belly, having to reapply coconut oil multiple times, and now that I'm just talking about it, my belly's starting to feel itchy. But especially like right to the left of my belly button and under my belly button, just, you know, probably where it's continuing to stretch and grow at the bottom of my belly is super itchy. Had such a dry nose this week, super dry, and like the insides of my nostrils, so you know, having to use a Q-tip up there at night to moisturize, but just like painfully dry. In general, I'm just feeling bigger these days. Like at the end of the day, after a day of eating, it almost feels like I'm forcefully pushing my belly out because it feels so big and like it's being stretched. And so sometimes that's can be a little uncomfortable, but not too bad. But I'm just noticing it more, like, ugh, I have this big ball and big bowling ball in front of my belly. Does that make sense? Last up, we have the 3 questions I like to go over. First off being, how am I preparing for labor and birth? And just getting into this 3-bedroom townhouse was huge. It's only 5 doors down from where we were living before, so thankfully it wasn't far to move stuff, but we're pretty settled in. Like I was saying, now just I was cleaning light fixtures today. I did order a few things off Amazon to help organize better, like shower racks and little organizers for the bathroom under the sink, as you can have just so much stuff and we don't have a lot of storage. And I also don't have a linen closet, which I had in my last townhouse. So trying to figure out where to put all the sheets and the blankets and that type of thing. But honestly, I've been loving the thought of organizing. Maybe it's the nesting kind of kicking in more. For my best moment this week, that would be finding out the gender of our baby. My husband did it in such a cute way. We had our anniversary, and then the day after, he planned to do it the day of our anniversary, but it just didn't work out as we had a family member come in town unexpectedly, so we were able to spend the night with her. So the next day we went out and grilled some steaks. It was super windy and stormy, like super windy, so we had to put up our tailgate, and it took like 40 minutes to cook our steaks, and then they were on fire, so they got a little charred. So definitely not my husband's best steaks, but I just laughed and I was like, this will be at least make it more memorable. Usually, you know, they take 15 minutes, so it took like triple the amount of the time to cook. But anyway, there was a bunch of cans around in this area, and he was like, oh, check out that bottle under this tree. And so I go and look, and the ultrasound tech had to put a note card on either sides of the ultrasound of the picture of the baby's, you know, lower bits. And so so that we couldn't, you know, put the envelope up to the sunlight and see through. So all I saw was just either side of the note card, and I looked inside the bottle and I was like, oh, that's cool, like must be like a message in a bottle. But I could tell that there was no words on the note card, so I was just like, probably nothing. And so I went to put it under the tree again, and my husband's like, no, you should break it. I'm not thinking anything of that. I'm like, okay. So I went kind of far out because I didn't want my toddler to see me breaking glass and think that's a good idea to do ever. So I went out a little further. I smashed the glass on a rock, and I was a little creeped out at first seeing my name on it, the ultrasound, like, because the note card was covering everything but the name at the top. So it just had my name on it, and I was like, what the heck? Like, who would have my name and ultrasound in a random bottle out where we're cooking steaks? And then it kind of clicked. I'm like, I think this is how I'm gonna find out the gender. So I took off the note card, and my husband came running. He's like, wait, because he wanted to see, and I went kind of far away from the truck. And we found out it's a little baby girl. We're gonna be having another girl. So that is super exciting for my youngest daughter is gonna have a little sister to grow up with, and they're gonna be 17 months apart, super close. So hopefully they'll have a good, fun relationship together. And I'm starting to just get excited thinking about it now. But I was like, dang it, I have to come up with a girl name. So if you have any good girl names, please do put them down below. But yeah, that was how we found out the gender of our 3rd baby, kind of in a super cute way. And last off, what am I excited for? And just getting the last final touches done on our house, getting the artwork up and just making it feel more like a home. I think that's especially important for my toddler. He's had a little bit of a tough adjustment, at least the first few nights. Sleeping was a little rough, even though it's like we have all the same stuff in this house and it looks very familiar to our last home. It just has an extra bedroom. He keeps, you know, just adjusting to that. So I think putting up the same artwork and everything will help him hopefully adjust a little more. Let's go ahead and finish off with the bump update. Here is my 25-week belly. if you made it this far in the video, thanks so much for watching until the end, and please do subscribe if you're not yet. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss all my next updates. I plan to film these pregnancy updates every week until the end of my pregnancy. So we will catch you in the next video, and have a good day. Bye.